to match fishing in Spain. Not done a video for a long while. You join me today. I'm on the Rio Segura at a place called Bigastro. Now normally this place is full of reeds, very inaccessible and very difficult to fish, but the council, in an effort to sort out drainage, have got rid of all the reeds. In the distance, Terry Screen, he's there fishing a match. He's hiding now up there, can't really see him. I'm not in the match. I've just turned up a bit late because I can never find this place. I followed some directions that Terry sent me, which weren't good. I've been travelling around for about 20 minutes and I've been here about 6 times before, so that's how difficult it is to find. But there's a couple called Carperos, where I'm a member. They are fishing. I think there's about a dozen of them. And this is the first peg, which is downstream from me, so I'm well away from the match. I'm just going to have a little do myself and see how we get on. Right, we started. I'm fishing a normal method feeder, a couple of pieces of sweet corn. You can see the river. I mean, there's lots of crap coming down and all sorts of things. Terry's over there, he's fishing a pole, he's fishing a pole feeder. I think he's already had one fish and lost one. I'm just going to stick it out on the pole, on the feeder rod. I've thrown a few pellets in. I've got some very sticky ground bait, which hopefully will stay on. And where I'm fishing is a little bit of a slack. It's just a standard method feeder. I think it's 32 grams, something like that, Guru one. Bait runner reel, which I've not got on at the minute. I should have on actually, yeah. But there's plenty of fish knocking about. See 1 or 2 caught further along, so hopefully it'll be a good day. You never know. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Terry's just lost one out of the net. Well, a bit of an update. Been here an hour. I've never had a bite. It's gone quite cold actually. I know it's the end of November. But I've got my sweatshirt on, but it must still be, I don't know, 17, 18 degrees, something like that. But there's a bit of a cold wind. There's a lot of crap coming down. The lads in the match are struggling. I think there's 2 or 3 of them had 1 fish each, but only small fish. Terry's lost 1 fish. But I've not had a bite. I've gradually worked my way across the river. Different spots. I'm fishing sweet corn and bread, or just sweet corn. Thrown a load of pellets in, thrown a load of sweet corn in. But I've not had a bite. I've seen 1 fish rise. But we can only hope that things improve. Well, we've had another hour and we've still not had a bite. Terry's laughing at me over there. He's not doing much better though. Still very slow. I think the most they've had in the match is maybe 2, 3, possibly. There's just not a lot happening. there's nothing much moving, although it just looks like it had some sort of flicker on the tip then. Maybe it was a bit of a flicker. I swapped over to a cage feeder. I was fishing a method before, swapped over to a cage. I've just put a piece of bread on for now. But there's not a lot doing. There's nobody catching much. In fact, I've got one. Having said that, there it. Tell you in a minute. Oh, yeah, as I said. And there we are. We've caught one. Wonders will never cease. It's only a little fish, as you can see, but it's a fish. Yeah, just gone to a cage feeder. Short tail. I'm fishing actually with a little spike, but that one, about 5 little discs of that. Oh, we're into another fish. Terry! Bread! Well, this switch to the bread seems to have worked. Powerful fish this. I don't think it's a great big fish, but it's powerful. And there you go. Terence! Yeah, as I say, fishing bread, of all things. And just a cage feeder. Starting getting a few bites now, since I've gone onto that bread. just missed another bite, but it's banged it straight round. I've struck and there's nothing. I'm getting touches all the time, but prior to that I balled in a couple of big balls of ground bait. It seems to have brought a few fish into the peg. Still not catching much in the match down there, so maybe it's the method. But I mean, there's lots of rubbish still coming down, so but I had some proper bites. You can distinguish a bite. It's warmed up a bit, it's not so bad now. There's about an hour and a half to go in the match. Terry! Much smaller fish this time. 2-3 pounds. It's a fish. And it's a carasio actually. In England, you call it a goldfish. It's not gold. Yeah, definitely lots of fish knocking about now. So right, what we're fishing on. I've got one of these quick stops and about a size 12, 14 out, and I've got 5 compressed discs of bread. Just putting it on the quick stop. I'm pulling it through like that, and then I've just got a cage feeder, 20-gram cage feeder. Some sort of ground bait in it. And I'm just flicking it along downstream. Sticking it in the rest. Oh! What's this? Terence! Terry! Pond? You don't catch many of them in England, do you? A proper goldfish. Again, on the bread. Well, that's 4 I've had now. Since I put that ground bait in, I've had loads and loads of bites. Loads of bites. All just like that sort of thing. Nothing dramatic, no creek bend rounds. I missed a load of bites. And I've had 4 fish. But definitely by putting that ground bait in and I've fishing somewhere near it, fishing a cage feeder, it's definitely done the trick. Still don't appear to be catching much in the match, so there's a lot of water started running in a bit further down. But in fact, went straight away, and that was another bite. We were just throwing it in, but I missed it. But definitely moved in on that ground bait. Throwing it a bit shorter than I was before. That's gone a bit longer, having said that. But about 6 foot off the far bank, something like that. And as I say, getting lots of bites. So I've had a small carp, a decent carp, a carasio, and a proper goldfish. Well, it's a pity I'm not in the match. I've picked my own peg, I've rolled up weight, but I'm certainly getting some fish now. I'm getting a bite every time I throw it in. This is a bigger fish. Not that big, a decent fish. Again, that's what I'm fishing on. Mercadona bread. And just underarming it. It's about there. Oh. What a lively fish this is. Again, on the bread. Smaller this time. Sun's come out now, it's really warmed up. It's in the, I don't know, 20s, mid-20s. I've had 6 fish now, and I'm in a bit of a tangle. We sorted it. I'm still on the bread, and the people on the match are just not catching. I don't know what's up down there, but definitely the key for me has been putting in ground bait. It's in a very dark ground bait. And I've had lots of bites. Quite a surprising day really, I thought it'd be terrible. But anyway.